That's a pulse. That's gotta be fixed.
You're fired.
Hello, everybody. My camera looks different today because I had to restart my computer and it undid all my settings, but that's great. It's fine. We're good. Okay, that was fast. Yeah. Hello to you too, Arden. Hello, chat. Hello, Elvia, Vopop, Mary Sue, Tristan, Mercenary BDU, Bright Sky, Linda. Hello, Linda. Valens. Valen says the phone company Samsung is streaming on Twitch, and I want this nightmare of a timeline to come to an end. Why is that the worst thing ever? I don't know. I don't get it, but okay. Hello, Connor. Might I suggest the stream starting soon music next time be the Smash Ultimate version of End of Despair? That is a good suggestion. We'll see if it happens. I have to like set it all up, so it's more complicated than that, but we'll see. Hydri, hello Hydri. Chad McDownbad. Gabe Ruiz, hello folks. Deep Freeze. Deep Freeze, I apologize. You were streaming last time, and I think it was Chip said we should raid you at one point, and I looked you up, and I didn't remember that ID was in your name, so I thought it was a different one at first, and I didn't even know what you were playing, so we raided somebody else, but another time. Sorry, I didn't know for sure. And we got some watch streaks. Hello, folks. Let's get into this before we do that. Give me 1 second. Is this where we were, really? Actually, this makes sense. I don't think we were super far. Yeah, this makes sense to me. Deep Freeze. Thank you for a 100
Attention,
stream watch
all
stream.
Fire Emblem, Epic, Sexy Gamers. I bring you an urgent announcement.
Nintendo has reached a new low where they're all in now on the you will own nothing and be happy regarding their DRM in the name of fighting the high seas. I'm not sure what you're referring to specifically with that. However, I did see that most of the Switch 2 like third-party game cartridges are going to be that stupid game keycard thing where basically you have to still download the entire game and the cart is fake. The cartridge is fake. I have to be honest, I don't want to be like doomer or like depressing or sad or whatever and kill people's hype, but like everything I hear about the Switch 2 so far this year, I hate. I don't like any of this. I just want to go back to Switch 1 and live happily ever after and own my games. But yeah, that's... I don't know what you're talking about, Mercenary, but you could enlighten me maybe. Okay, so Deep Freeze is on 100 stream streak saying, do I get a medal or something? You do not get a medal, unfortunately, but what you do get is this.
It's your anime. Steve, you are so good. How can I ever reach your godlike status?
Some of my buttons aren't working, so let me fix that for you. There we go. Thank you so much. 100 stream streak is insane. Thank you. Really appreciate you, Deep Freeze. Incredible. Hello, Kai. Bright Sky is on a 115 stream streak saying, good Lord, this is wild. I'm assuming you mean the streak of streams that you've been present for. 115 is crazy. I actually don't know the total amount of streams I did last year, but it's probably around that amount. So that's a long time. That's... Woo! Thank you, Bright Sky.
It's your lucky day.
Thank you. Appreciate you. All of you. Really do. Thanks, guys.
Where in blazes is much to do?
Yeah, we needed some of that too. Thank you. Well, Camilla is boobin in that video. Chad's never played. I guess Chad's never beaten Fates, I guess you could say, because that's a late game cutscene. Okay, well, specifically Conquest route, I guess. We got some Dark Mages. Some icky Dark Mages. We're over here. We got Patty and Shannon running for their lives
in my
over
Fire
here.
Emblem?
I know. No degeneracy in this household. Captain Planet, hello, welcome. Nintendo says they will brick your Switch 2 if you hack it. Oh, is that what we're discussing? I have no opinion on that, I guess, per se. I find that I'm glad that people can do such things. In fact, I know that for the 3DS, that's very popular, obviously, especially now that the online services are dead and everything. I get that completely, but I would never risk my own personal Switch console. I guess unless I had like 2. I don't know. I'm not that into like hacking things to where that affects me. And if I bought a Switch 2, I wouldn't really care to hack it either. Like, you know, I'd rather support it the normal way. So that doesn't bother me. What bothers me more is the idea that all of my game cartridges are going to be fake or half digital or $10 extra just to be a normal consumer still. In the Lord's year of 2025. Finally got my paws on Fallen to Do and Faye. I have not yet, but congrats. At this point, it's more surprising when Nintendo does something user-friendly. It's true. I guess they don't care because they're rolling in money at this point, but like you would think that they would see all the discourse online about how scummy and greedy they often are and antiquated in their beliefs and opinions. And you'd think at some point they'd be like, well, guys, maybe I know we're Japanese, but maybe we need to consider doing things differently. By that, I mean Japanese, very traditional. Gamer Swordsman said, you know, I never really kept track of the streams that I've been able to watch live on YouTube, but I'm pretty sure I've only missed a few over the years, which isn't too bad. You are always around too, Gamer Swordsman. I really appreciate you as well. Yeah, I'm sorry that you don't get a stream streak on YouTube, but you have a stream streak in my heart. How about that? I like how the Nintendo guy basically recited Don Matrix. There's a product for those who don't have any online. It's called Xbox 360. Basically, yeah. Oh yeah, I also have to keep in mind here that we have some very damaged people due to the arena. Okay, so I want to attack. I want to go in. How about Oife starts us out here with a little steel blade action, right? That is a lot of damage. Holy crap. And I mean specifically coming from him. Actually, we're both like hurting each other like equally as bad. Did you see that? For him, we're attacking his defense, and for us, he's attacking our res. But basically, we're like the same. He's met his match. Oh no. That's not good. Lester can't help there. I think he's got to do it. What's his speed? 9? We definitely double. I think he's got to do it and just eat the damage. I don't see another way. Come on, Oife. Let's go. I was gonna say the ultimate Chad would dodge that. Woo! I didn't want to jinx it. I've jinxed things way too many times on this stream. Okay. Let's start getting in here. In fact, all of these people are dying and not very powerful or helpful in this case. Who actually has res? Let's check. Lana, of course. Julia, of course. Where's Julia? Julia, actually. Maybe Julia is the key here. What does this look like? That's not bad. Let's go for it. Hacking is how you get randomizer runs on Switch, right? That's probably true, Valence. Yeah, if I wanted to do a 3 houses randomized at some point, which I think I would like to. I wonder what the modding scene is like for 3 houses. I'd imagine it's not super big, but I wonder if people have like fixed anything in it. All right, I don't like 2 HP, but I will take this. That's very helpful. I think we heal Arthur. I don't know if this is the wisest plan, but we're gonna try to train some people that need it.
Attention, all epic, cutie pie sexy gamers. I bring you an urgent announcement.
Japan is still a very backwards country in a lot of areas, despite some of the advances in tech. Better to live in America where you can say horrible things and own your swords with other cool toys than live in Japan where you don't own your swords with other cool toys and can be canceled over BS. I don't know what you're talking about with swords. Are they not allowed to own swords in Japan? I've never heard that before. This will do 11 damage. This ain't gonna be a lot, and we're taking a lot actually back from him. You have no res? Everyone's allergic to magic in this family. Lester. Lester has got to be able to dominate here. That hurts a lot. But Lester also doesn't have pursuit, does he? Oh, he has pursuit banned. But I don't think he's fast enough to pursuit. So that's unfortunate. But he's still doing it. He's going for it because he's brave and he's strong. You know, it's refreshing that it took me until chapter 7 to really comprehend. The fact that I don't have to be scared about enemy crit rates. I mean, if they had the skill, that'd be one thing, but they don't, so. Can you finish this? Finish him! You certainly can. Crab walk time. LVA said, I cracked my Switch with 2 thumbtacks and copper tape a couple years ago. I can still go online and everything. No risk of getting bricked. 2 thumbtacks and copper tape. Is that really all it takes at this point? That is wild to me. Sylph has no ranged weapon. I think you finished this from a safe distance. Kai says, I got banned from competitive Pokemon for hacking, but that was years ago. How bad are we talking about in terms of hacking? Are you talking about just console hacking or because you hacked all your mons? I have some interesting feelings about that. That's a great level. Wow. Thank you. You might actually have a bright future ahead of you, unlike some of these schmucks. Oh my god. I would totally do this if it meant that you'd actually live somehow, but I don't think you would. You had a brave sword to be one thing, but that's not a good idea. Can somebody tank this? Maybe Dermot of all people could. Technically, yeah. I guess we'll give him the chance to. And just to make it a little sweeter for him, let's put a hot babe next to him. So that when he's getting his brains blasted out, at least he could still be happy about something, you know? Is this everybody? No, it's not. I seem to have forgotten about half my army. Was she going somewhere else? Or was she supposed to go down? No, she was supposed to go down here, I think. These guys are busy saving villages, right? That is kind of a lot of potentially scary people coming up, though. I have some fears and some concerns about that. Where's the other one? Okay, she's there. Nana?
Oh no!
They can't touch you. Nintendo would never do anything other than double down, says Elvia. Unfortunately, that does seem to be their MO. It's really kind of unfortunate. Same with the Pokemon Company and all that, you know? Despite, like, never-ending backlash, they still do not care. It's kind of messed up, really. This game is beautiful. Oh, you missed? Why do you still suck? Oh, was that not a miss? Did I just hallucinate that? No, I guess he was quadding. And that was the third hit. I still don't like Finn. 15 in-game years later, still don't like the guy. Okay, these chumps can't reach, so I might do some stuff here. He's got Adept, but obviously that is not as good as Pursuit. Also, Speed 9 is literally the same speed as a common Brigand, so unfortunately Leaf's got some issues. Can these guys hit him? Oh my goodness. I don't like that. Light brand it is.
Attention, all Gracia 776 gamers. I bring you an urgent announcement.
Because Lucky Crit doesn't like Finn, now I don't like Lucky Crit, turns head away. Have you seen how he's treated me? What did I do to deserve this treatment from him? I gave the guy chances, but he's basically no-ish light right now. And we know what happened to that guy. Let's just say his genes were not passed down to the next generation. And rightfully so. Rest in piss, no-ish. Hydri said, apparently the dumb cartridge situation is because the Switch 2 full cartridges are expensive or something. Right, but don't you think that they would have found some other way? That seems like such a cop-out. It honestly does. Like, I don't know. I get it, but I don't like it. I don't buy it. And it also seems like it uses a weird format for its stuff too. It just seems obtuse. Too obtuse from what it should be. This guy boiled it down to, if Switch 2 is outside of your price range, what you want is a Switch 1. That's such a dick thing to say, too. I know. Exactly. Nintendo selling games for $80 again is too far. I agree, but now everyone else is following suit. That loser. That loser. Also, this is highly concerning. Probably should have been in the woods or something. This is a mean Kaga. This is rude over here. What's a guy supposed to do about this situation, huh? I got these new goons that are not very powerful together, and you're sending a whole army after me. That seems very nice of you. Tristan said, what am I, chopped liver, Stevie? I'm always here. You are too, Tristan, and I appreciate you, but I don't like when you whine about it. Just because I didn't say your name does not mean that I'm leaving you out purposefully. You can't take offense to everything. I was just responding to a comment. Lucky, why are you streaming streaks? You that kind of freak. Very funny. Very funny. Yggdralites don't know Rez as in resistance, they only know Riz as in charisma. After we killed Raptor, his son just took over. I mean, it makes sense, but like, man. Can't kill these family lines fast enough in this game. It's like a Hydra, you cut off one head. A bunch more taking spot. I guess 5 more taking spot. No, it's 2 each time, isn't it? Isn't that what it is? Technically speaking. Whatever. Does this mean that Julia is huffing that Nas? I see. Like Kanye, basically, is what you're saying. The laughing gas. Well, who's laughing when she absorbs their soul and spirit all together into her body? Mercenary has the thing with swords. Mercenary, yeah, that maybe Mercenary does have a thing with swords.
Poggers.
Freaking Bobobo was canceled for being too violent. Is that true or is that a cope? I don't know that. That show, I would have canceled that show for being too random. I tried watching that when that came to Cartoon Network and I was like, what is this? It was basically as if like SpongeBob on meth was an anime. That's how I interpreted it at the time, I think. But I like SpongeBob, and I don't know, I didn't have too much of an attachment to Bobo. I think Bobo was so weird that I just couldn't grasp it well enough. I couldn't firmly grasp it enough to really appreciate it. All right, well, this situation is what it is down here. Check on our fleeing people. Shannon already hurt. That's cool. That's like definitely what you want. Vantage and Paragon on a level 1 Thief Patty. I think he's got to be the one to do it here. Basically barely outrunning these. Why not use Balmung though? Let's go. In Kaga's games, getting randomly crit happens far less, says Dodo. I guess I never put that together. Really. Makes sense. Obviously, I like crit as a mechanic. I wouldn't have named this channel after it, but that is a consideration I hadn't really made about the past games. All right, time to...
Strong and tough is good. I like that. But I'm begging you, don't call me slow.
Yeah, guys, stop calling him slow. For real. Oh, we should heal Dermot for sure. He's too important. You tried your hardest with Lester, but unfortunately, if he doesn't inherit bows, he sucks for 6 and 7. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, because he can't buy anything. Yeah. Well, I mean, he's not going to be bad forever, though. Sure, he's stuck with a gimp bow, but imagine when he actually gets a good weapon. He's only held back by his weaponry. By his poor peasant weaponry. And that will not be forever. Brave Sword Larse says, oh my god. Yum. But also, ow. Are you ready for this? Dodge. 1 HP. It's fine, she's alive. In Japan, you can't own swords. The ya is really throwing me off in all your statements. The mercenary, it's always ya, not you. In Japan, you can't own swords, and even if you can't keep the swords in your home, it is leased out to you by the Diet as an art object. And even if you use your sword in Japan to protect your home, you end up in jail, with the criminal having a 50-50 chance of walking out free over it. That's interesting. I didn't know they weren't allowed to own swords. I think, don't they have a similar thing with guns too, though? I guess that does make sense. I just never considered that. I figured because we're importing all these, like, anime characters' swords and stuff over here, certainly they would use them there, right? But, yeah, I guess not. In Bearwick Saga, the majority of the enemies have 0 chance of critting you also. It's far better that way. I don't know if I agree with that. I think their randomness is fun at times. Yes, it will screw you over, but I don't know, so does life, I guess. It's called the real world, Dota. The real world. I hate it in Fire Emblem Engage. All the steel weapons have 5 base crit and many of the playable units have horrible luck stats. Yeah, it's true. There's characters like Ivy and stuff that I got crit a lot because of their inherent flaws. Appearance-wise. Just kidding. Kai says, I hacked my mons and gave myself extra money, rare candies, etc. I learned my lesson. Really? I mean, it makes sense. I guess if you go to an official tournament and you, like, connect your DS to whatever they have there for you to connect, that is on you, but That seems a little extreme. I feel like they usually don't care. They let all the famous like Pokemon streamers and stuff, and I've spoken about this before, so I'll keep it brief because I don't want to keep repeating myself like a grandpa. But all the famous people, even like Wolf Glick that everyone seems to love, like they definitely use hacked Pokemon. Absolutely. They can get away with the excuse that like, oh, my friend bred it for me, or like I had a guy breed it for me because like, you know, breeding Pokemon is so intensive that I guess they don't have time, which is crazy to me because it's like, if you're playing it that much that you're going to tournaments for it, you have the time. You're just lazy, or I don't know. That's so stupid to me. But yeah, they definitely get Pokemon from other people, and some of them are definitely hacked. And a lot of those players have been caught using Pokemon in Pokeballs that are not legal before. There's been certain scandals throughout the years. And I'm not saying that even those players should get banned for that specifically, but I think either you enforce the rules entirely to where like even this most simple detail of hacking, you're done, and not that you're banned forever, but you know, your team, maybe you can't even use that Pokemon. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that Pokemon's disqualified and you got to adapt your team in a different way then. But either you do it all the way or you don't do it. I really hate the weird rule enforcement crap that ends up happening where it's like famous people and streamers and stuff get away with it and not the common man. We got a bad situation over here because we got a lot of people that are, let's just say, damaged emotionally. And if this lands on me in retaliation, things are not going to be very nice over here. Braveax, Yo Halvier. Is that enough? That's enough. Let's go, bro. I knew you were the right choice. Yeah.
It's your lucky day.
People in Japan don't need to protect their homes because home invasion rarely happens. That's true. I'm not going to say it's a perfect society or anything, but they're definitely a lot more respectful as a society, so less to be worried about. I do think people should have the ability to protect themselves, though. I do. I'm definitely pro-America in that regard. Okay, did we move these? We did move them. I think that is everybody this turn. Guys, look at how many turns we're doing. This is amazing. We're like beating the game. Breeding perfect IV Pokemon was the one thing that gate kept me from actually trying competitive, says Deep Freeze. Ooh. Oh. Was this the guy that came around the corner? Oh. Somebody mentioned how many resets we'd have too. Damn it. Where did he come from? Which one was that? Was he able to reach? Because I thought he kind of wasn't. He was able to reach. Yeah, that did not earn the goddess icon. Come on. Come on. That can't stay. How else? How'd the rest of this go? Oh, they're going straight for the castle. Interesting. They don't care about peasant villages. Great. Okay. Well, oops. You're supposed to promote Finn? Well, he wasn't worthy of it the first go around. Listen, you can't be nice to everybody, okay? Is this where we were? Must be. Yeah, okay. All right, so what happens here then? This is like really concerning. There's no way that Shannon stays and dukes it out with this guy. Movement of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's literally like exactly where Patty goes. Unless Patty can't even double. Oh, she could put this guy to sleep though instead. Oh, is that maybe that's what we're supposed to do? All right. Take a chance. 1 HP. Is this how this is supposed to? This is a defensive Patty too. Well, actually, no, that's res that she needs. Whatever. I guess as Lex's daughter, that's pretty apt currently. This is concerning. Okay, wait, did he go to sleep? He didn't go to sleep? You lying piece of garbage sword? What? I think that's a reset already. Like he keeps saving over the autosave slot. I know, it's because I hate losing the older save files. Not that I'll ever actually go back to those, but like, I don't know, I don't want to clear... There needs to be more save slots in this game. I know it's going to the auto slot, but I also want like a fresh save of earlier on in this map in case something goes bad. And I don't exactly want to delete the older save files either. You think I'm complaining even when I'm in a happy mood and I'm not being sad about it? Can a guy point something out like others and not always be the guy you dread hearing a complaint from? I hear where you're coming from, Tristan, but you have a habit of calling attention to stuff constantly. Like if you feel like you're being slighted, you're very vocal about it, and it's never a personal thing. If I miss some of the comments that you made during the stream, it's not on purpose, I assure you. The 90% of the time that it's not on purpose,
Attention, all epic.
it's not on purpose. The other 10% is you definitely wrote something heinous that I don't want to say out loud, and even still, I'll probably make a comment about it. But sometimes you write some insane stuff that I just am not saying live. Oh, I'm sorry. I still have this crap on the screen this whole time. Ooh, sorry about that. I didn't see that. What did I miss? Hold on. Prediction time. How many resets tonight will there be? Ugh. I'm fine with doing something like that, but the problem is that's like a stream long one. Why don't we start with something more simple? Let's go with... Actually, I can't do it yet because we got to restart already, right? I think we have to restart this because he's not asleep, so I think Patty's dead. So let me restart this and then we'll see what happens. I'll set it up in the meantime. Start a prediction. Do all our units survive this turn? Yes or no? Let me give you a minute on that. People's in my place too. I forgot, did Stevie save the people from the spiders last week? Basically no, and I basically gave up that save file because of it. Because while we could have continued, I really don't want the asterisk of having it be a bronze man be attached to that file forever. That just seems so stupid. Yeah, I can't believe that went that poorly. I mean, I brought some people that shouldn't have been there that I was leveling up and they were weak, and I didn't realize that that was like one of the actually most challenging maps in the game very early on like that. I expected like nothing because, you know, everyone says Sacred Stones is easy, and I agree to it to an extent. And obviously the opening maps are very easy. We breezed through them, we had fun. I literally spent the first half of that stream doing the Ephraim map, and it was like piss easy. And then you walk into that map and you got dudes coming out of the fog, a bunch of calves behind you, surrounding you. You're racing the clock as children are being eaten by spiders. I wasn't as emotionally ready for that as I should have been, I guess, is the problem. Let's go back to this. What's up now? What happened here? What author are we talking about? Quite a few anime about the Meiji era, I think. Demon Slayer wasn't it. Is the author stinky? I've never seen the show, but I know people who love it. You're saying the author of Demon Slayer had enough CP that when he was arrested, it was for dealing, not for own use. Is that true, Reen? I need facts on this. I've been purposefully not watching Demon Slayer for years. Are you telling me that I've been justified? To be clear, the reason why I haven't watched it is because I watched the first episode and the story was so generic that I just got sad. And I turned it off. I wanted something much more. I've been spoiled by better stories. We brave axed this, man. That's how we dealt with one of them. Did Larse do this? I think probably. Yeah. Even better that time. Okay. I guess I'll take some strength. I mostly try to say things, and when I do get your attention, you say I'm complaining only and not trying to have fun. Because most of the things that you're writing are like... are complaints. That's the thing. It's like if someone else gets shouted out, then you're like, Stevie never remembers me. Like, what am I supposed to do with that? It's not on purpose, I promise. You always take it so personally. It's a downer comment. Lester? Who needs level? Let's get you a level. I've done every pairing you have in this playthrough. I wouldn't doubt it, Dota. What's your opinion on Duodane, huh? That I've got to hear. I think Chaz vomited slightly when he heard about that one. Let's go with the Brave Axe again. That worked quite well. I've used Do Lester, and I like having Bargain, especially for... Oh, so you already went into this. Sorry. My bad. I've used Do Lester, and I like having Bargain, especially for Lana. It's really useful because she can fix up the expensive staves like Sleep, Silence, and Fortify easily. I know. See, I am basically a genius for the pairings that I did. Just kidding. Honestly, that one was a meme, but I'm glad it's going to be helpful in some way. Lester does seem good outside of the lack of actual weapon right now. I'll agree to that. This man dies if he goes any farther. I'm scared. Okay, what did we learn about down here? Down here... Oh, we learned that this guy has to die. That's what we learned. But for Lester, it's really easy for him to be bad. Basically, if his dad isn't Jamkey or Midir, he isn't that good until you get the Brave Bow or Killer Bow. I hear that, but it didn't stop me. It won't stop me. And it won't stop him either. Getting randomly low % crit is horrible gameplay. I'm sorry. I mean, it is, but that's kind of why I agree that the turn wheel stuff should stick around. Now, should you have as many uses of the turn wheel per map? Maybe not, but a couple, for sure. I think the turn wheel is kind of a necessary mechanic. I think going back to play games like Fates without that are kind of a nightmare at times, honestly. On Lunatic, for sure. I think it should be there. Let's kill this one and have Leaf do something about this. Maybe it's a strong bias because I like doing Iron Mans, but it feels awful. I don't care if I get crit if the enemy has a killer weapon or something. Yeah, I mean, not everybody plays Iron Man, so of course that is a problem in that context. When's the Holes movie stream, Lucky? That would be fun someday to watch a movie. But I feel like that might be awkward because I would want to provide commentary if it was live. My cheeky 2 cents throughout, and I feel like I'm just going to end up pausing the movie constantly, or like, you run the risk of becoming that annoying friend at parties and stuff that you invite over and they just don't shut up during the movie. You're trying to watch. I've never done that before in a live setting such as this one, so yeah, I don't know. Can she go down there? She can't go down there. What do I do about this? This is really concerning. If her sleep sword just doesn't work, period. Do I just have to hope this hits this time? Like, I don't want to repeat the same moves, but I can't really have him go up here. He's gonna get absolutely eaten alive by these guys. I mean, look at that. What's the hit rate up here? Is it bad? I guess their hit rates are bad. Do I chance it? Maybe I chance it. Still, it's not like... This doesn't exactly create a little hole for her somewhere to be. I gotta try something crazy here. We don't need her, said Deep Freeze about Patty's death. Okay. There we go. Some res would really help. It's a percent chance. You think they'd give you a 100% sleep chance with 50 uses? Listen, it's just that. And I realize it's not a specific sleep edge issue in this game, but if you give me a sword that says puts foe to sleep, I know that's a localization issue, but still, it's mean. It's mean and it's meaningless. Okay? And also, this literally didn't save Patty at all. This is not good. She's like, this still has to hit, basically. This is so mean, Kaga. Why would you do this to me? I don't like this. Actually, I wonder, like, you think his hit rate against her is bad? It probably is. It's not. It's not. It's not. Which means I either let him hit her. Maybe we just wait it out. Let's wait it out. This is not good, though. This is not good at all. Let's see who wins this prediction. Based on my genius strats. Let's go. Not surprising. Hello, Matthew Kelly. Hello, Macedona. Macedona asks, how was your weekend? Anything interesting happened? I went up to Boston to visit a friend for his birthday. And we had a pretty good time. We went to go watch that movie Sinners in theaters. And I liked it. I liked it a lot. It's very stylish. We screwed up a little bit. Did he attack from one range? Hold on. Hold on, I'm sidetracking my own story. I got confused at that. I guess he did? What a loser. We went to go see Sinners, and we decided on an earlier time, and we figured there would be like at least 20 minutes of ads. And then, of course, we were just a couple minutes late beyond that. So we figured, yeah, if we miss like 2 minutes, it's no big deal, right? We get to the movie theater, and the guy basically gives us like a whole bunch of horrible options. We should have like bought tickets online beforehand, but we were like boomers about it. We kind of made the last minute decision to do it, so we weren't really prepared. So the guy tells us you're gonna be like at least 10 minutes late to the movie. And I think by the time we walked in there, I swear it must have been 20 minutes. Seriously. Because we survived. Look at that. Look at that.
It's your lucky day.
Let's pay out this prediction, then I'll finish the story. We did, in fact, survive. Faithers win big. So we were like probably 20 minutes late to this movie. And in case you don't know what this movie is about, I don't know that I really want to spoil it. But Michael B. Jordan is the main character, except he plays two twin brothers named Smoke and Stack. And Stack has like a little bit of a red vibe to his suits and stuff like that, and Smoke has a little bit of a blue vibe to his suits and stuff like that. They look very similar. They have different hats, but they're both like suited up, well-dressed, well-coiffed gentlemen in the South. And walking into this movie like 20 minutes late, I didn't realize, and I hadn't seen like trailers for like a long time or anything. I just heard that this movie was good, so I went to see it. And I heard that Haley Steinfeld was like really hot in it and stuff, so that helped too. But basically, I walked in the movie and I was like, this is really weird. Why? So Michael B. Jordan's like going around like setting up stuff for a big party, a big event. He's setting up his own nightclub basically, right? So he gets like this Asian family, and the mother makes like the signage for it, and the dad cooks up a bunch of catfish for them and all this stuff. So he's prepping for this party. Then it cuts to this other scene, and it's Michael B. Jordan, but now he's visiting a grave, and he's visiting this other woman, but he's wearing a different suit. And I was like, this mother effer is switching his suit in the middle of the day. And then after that scene, it goes back to where he's wearing the other suit with the red. And I was like, wait a minute. And it took me way longer than it should have, because I missed the beginning, to realize that these are two different characters, both played by Michael B. Jordan, and they're both like twin brothers. But like they were both off doing like their own things, and they weren't in the same scene together. So it's like you see one, then you see the other, and I'm like, the outfit, why did he change his suit just to go see this other person? And then it was very stupid, but it was funny. It was one of those things that only happens because you walked into a movie late. But honestly, that kind of made it more like weird and intriguing. I was like solving a mystery while I was watching, a mystery that wasn't supposed to be there, but it was there. And that was great, actually. But no, it was a good movie. I liked it. And Haley Steinfeld spits into his mouth at some point. I think that's why Twitter was all exploding and horny about it. It was interesting. I didn't expect... I thought she was just going to whisper like sweet nothings into his ear or something, but that is not what happens in that movie. Master JP, what's up? Always give Nana a return staff and return ring. Give Leaf and Finn... Get Leaf and Finn to the castle to get that arena done and join forces with Seliph. My guy, I didn't have Nana at the beginning to give her the staff, so she didn't get it. That's how it works in my army. Unlike my movie-going experiences, if you show up late, you're not getting this stuff. Okay? You don't get the inside memes and references when you show up late. Not too shabby. Tristan said, I know you don't do it on purpose. It just kind of bugs me sometimes. And I'll be honest, when you read the comment above and right after mine, sometimes use the wrong right. I have streamer tunnel vision. I do. The thing is, Tristan, no one else is complaining that I missed their one comment but read the other two around them. You're looking into it too much. You're like looking for reasons as to why I'm ignoring you or something. You're attaching your own historical trauma onto my actions, and it's just not true. Patty is cooked. Patty is so cooked. This is bad. 5 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe she's fine here. Let's count that again. This doesn't count as a road at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. She's fine there. Patty, wait down there where it's safe. How many Iron Mans have you actually completed on stream? LOL, says Deep Freeze. None? None? It's a relatively new phenomena that I'm trying. We just started with basically highest difficulty stuff, not specifically Iron Man. Okay, I guess we're taking the long walk down here. It's about to be really boring for these people over here. Should we do another prediction? I think Patty is safe this turn, but I don't know what's happening down here again. I don't want to deal with this mess down here. I don't like it. I already hate everything that's going on over here. This is not even my castle. Why do I care about Leonster? That was Rurouni Kenshin Rider. Okay, thanks, Gabe. Yeah, I was gonna say. I heard bad things about Rurouni Kenshin Rider. That's right. I conflated that, sorry. Okay, he can't help. So this is happening. Does he even need the Brave Lance? I don't think he does. I don't think he does. He does, because you're a loser! Matthew Kelly said, Lucky Crate, you should watch Demon Slayer more and not judge the first episode. The manga did sell higher than Superman and Batman. That doesn't mean a lot to me, though, Matthew. I'm not saying it's trash. I'm just saying that when I watch the first episode and I know exactly what's going to happen, I don't have very much excitement for the story, and that, I guess, matters to me a lot at this point. I know people praise Demon Slayer a lot for the animation, but nobody praises it saying the story is amazing. So I think that kind of tells you the kind of show it is. And again, maybe it's still worth watching, but I'm very picky. I'm extremely picky when it comes to anime at this point. That's just how it is for me. Unfortunately. This is bad. I don't remember if she inherently gets Kanto. I forget how that works. Does she only get it upon promotion? I'm getting confused going back and forth between this and Sacred Stones, and now I'm scared. What does this look like? Steel Axe. It ain't gonna do that much. We gotta do something, though. Dew might have been cucked canonically, but he was at least present where sex happened, and that's crazy to me, says Phelan. If only we had a bigger pool of Arden lines, says Vopop. I agree. Why hasn't Arden gotten an alt yet? It's serious untapped potential. No more babes with fat tits getting alts. I'm sick of it. You ever think you'd hear me say that? That's not good. Like, it's like we need to regroup with all these guys and have Finn like Brave Lance the mage to death or something. I don't want this guy touching me. Feels icky and I don't like it.
Hiya, papaya.
Hello, JC. That's not good. That's not good at all.
Attention, all epic, tactical, sexy gamers. I bring you an urgent announcement.
Who are you and where is the real Lucky? I don't know. They've had enough time with heroes. They've implemented enough waifus. Again, yeah, maybe that's surprising for me to say, but there's not enough genealogy love. There's not enough male character love. It's sexist and it's disgusting and I'm tired of pretending it's not. Does this screw her over? Let's find out. Hello, Wildcat. You have to gamble with Shannon and Patty. The best way to go about it is have Shannon rush straight towards the castle as soon as turn 2. Wait, what does that mean? Backwards? Was he supposed to go backwards? Is that what you're saying? Was I supposed to already have taken this over? No, I think you mean the other way. I mean, he seems kind of capable of destroying them all, so... And also, we do get this. This is good. This is good news. Right? I think it's good news. Only problem is, if they want to, like, 2 of them get to attack her now. Ooh, she will kill this one now. Let's do it. Let's do it! We're wishing Wildcat a belated Mother's Day. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, happy Mother's Day, Wildcat. Told my hubby that I wanted gaming time, so he minded the baby and I got a good 4 to 5 hours of gaming. Monster Hunter Wilds. Then went out for dinner with hubby and baby. Baby loved my seafood pasta. This baby would love that seafood pasta. I'm sorry. No, but I'm sure it's good. Sorry. I couldn't resist, mate. Like Captain Jack Sparrow. Okay, I think that's everybody. This turn. That's okay, I deserve that. They have bad hit rates. Shannon's strat is just mow down mages. Kill the boss before he gets his OP tome back. Okay, I do remember people saying that to me. And, okay. I played this map the way I thought I was supposed to play this map, which was having them run. And apparently that's not correct, so... I do understand that. Unfortunately, though, I hope Patty can escape far enough away from this mage. Because it's bad news if she can't. Also, you can tell that, how do I say this nicely? Oof, that's not good. But that's all I can do this turn. At least we got some nice pre-prep damage going on some of these. I was gonna say, you can tell that having kids sucks because Wildcat is cheering a nice 4 to 5 hour gameplay session. That's very sad. I get it as an adult myself, thankfully with no kids right now. I get it. But also, I find that quite sad. It was a rare, special Mother's Day occasion that you got to just chill and not deal with the baby for once. This is why people scare me about having kids. This is bad. Patty can't escape. Do I deserve this? Is this my just desserts? If the enemy goes to sleep, combat would end immediately, right? Right? Valens had said, is it weird that I like getting to the theater early and watching all the trailers? I could see if you haven't, like, kept in the loop for a while, but maybe, I don't know, maybe it's still kind of enjoy it. I don't know. I can't even speak today. I'm having one of those days. I guess that still could be enjoyable in that sense, but to me, the trailers spoil so much of the movie. I really think we need some kind of, like... Trailer studios have gone too far. They need to be toned down and pulled back. I'm tired of seeing like every act of a movie displayed in like a 2-minute trailer. I don't like seeing them. But yeah, I guess if you haven't seen movie trailers for a while and you're wondering kind of like what's coming out or what's next, it could be fun. But if you're like in the loop with like movie culture, I guess a lot, then you kind of probably already know most of the things coming out. I don't know. I watch people whine about movies constantly on YouTube, so I know a good amount of them. What's up, Chillstone? Chillstone said, man, I want to play Fire Emblem 4 again, but it's such a long game. Not chapter-wise, it's not, my guy. Not chapter-wise. It's, yeah, just it's a lot of walking. A lot of walking. And this is extremely concerning, and I think we just got to get it over with because I don't know what else to do here. I'm scared, and I think Patty's dead. But if this sleeps him, if, please. No, you could, what? You'll get no sympathy from me. The movie's about sinners. You know, one of the brothers was going to be Jonathan Majors, but his drama happened, so Ryan just made Michael play both. That's crazy, Gabe. I did not know that. Bro prestiged himself. He did, yeah. This is a bad turn that I've set up for myself here. I mean, you guys are also kind of implying that I did this whole beginning part over here wrong, too. So now I'm like debating, do we just go back? I hate wasting people's time. I really do. What do I do about this? Him killing this man doesn't help anything, but can I change RNG with a few attacks? You care about Leonster if you've played Fire Emblem 5.
You chose poorly.
I played like 6 chapters of 5, okay? Hold on, hold on. The sage is still like perfectly positioned back there. You losers! What have you done? What have you done? So I'm gonna try to see if I can change this RNG. Demon Slayer story is okay, I guess. Animation is great, but it makes me mad that none of the breathing style element stuff is real. Music is great, though. None of the breathing style element stuff is real. I don't know what that means. Oh, like something they do in the show is not real in real life? It upsets you? Is that what you mean? I guess we should mend. Arden sucks. Give me Rhea in a bikini again, said Kai. We've already gotten that. We've already gotten that. Finn with the kill here, maybe? Kill and flee. Kids totally cut into gaming time, but once the kid is at the toddler stage, you can start teaching them to play, and most kids like watching adults play. I'll get more playtime as kiddo gets older. That's fair. I'm gonna be like a Nazi dictator with my children. You don't get any context to that. That's just... My kid is not gonna have an iPad. They're not gonna have a cell phone. I'm gonna raise them in the woods. It's kind of hypocritical, I guess, because I'm so tech focused myself, but I don't think the iPad King thing is gonna... I think it's really bad. I think it's really bad. And I know a lot of parents cave, but I also hate the stereotype of parents that just the kid is screaming, and just to shut the kid up, just for like 5 minutes of peace, they'll do whatever it takes and they'll shove the iPad in their hand. And that cannot be me. I will not let that become me. Are we clear about that? Because I am. Mercenary bragging about pirating movies. That's awesome. Okay, fine. My dad started teaching me to play Mario when I was 2. Lifelong gamer ever since. 2. Dang. I didn't... Okay, I guess I don't know the real age that I was when I played my first video game, because my dad had a computer and he seemed to be pretty knowledgeable about putting PCs together and stuff at the time. So I definitely played some, like... I played some crazy DOS games that I was too young for, and I played them early. Like Redneck Rampage. You ever heard of that game? Deer Avenger 3D. I played some crazy profanity-laced adult games on PC, because that's what my dad had, obviously. But my first actual video game that I owned and played, I was in elementary school. I don't know the exact year. I guess we could look it up based on when the games came out. But I got Pokemon Silver for Game Boy Color on Christmas one year. And man, was that one of the best Christmases ever. My dad, to this day, is still partially convinced that that ruined my life. Take that as you will. But yeah, so basically I wasn't until like almost late elementary school before I actually owned my own video game. I kind of think maybe there was something good about that though. Three resets because Patty, I could actually see the future. For real, I know because I got her killed here a lot. At least I'm not alone. It just basically tricks you. The way this chapter is. Kaga's mean. Kaga's mean and life was mean to him, and so he just wants everyone else to suffer. Also, I started actually playing this when what I need is for this to hit and for him to go to sleep. That's not a sleep. Or does it happen after? Let's figure this out. Because that's definitely an L right there. Goodbye. Before you even got to see your brother again. It's not working! Damn it. Should we just start from earlier? Seem to have gotten into a snag in this corner. Did you know that Patty has the same voice actor with Yuffie from Final Fantasy VII Remake, who is also a thief? I didn't know that, actually. You mean the Fae Patty? Like, do I go back to chapter 2? Do I do that? Let's just do it. I'm sorry. Let's do this like speed mode really quick. I truly hate everything about this. Oh, they need to talk. Shoot, this does suck. Guy's still gonna murder her. It's like I still needed to do what happened on this turn. Stupid. Oh, I screwed it up already. He had to talk to her. I played Deer Avenger when I was a kid, says Mercenary BDU. Awesome. Lucky really wants his husbando / waifu Madeir in a bikini. Demon Slayer, they use breathing techniques for like attacks, and the animation shows them like shooting fire and lightning, and it's just an artistic thing. Okay. And you want to be able to breathe fire IRL. Interesting. I think they have like circus camps where you can do that. Valence. Just letting you know. You like shove swords down your throat too. Okay, we watched this, so I'm gonna skip it. Huh. Wait, how does he say it? Huh. I'd laugh were it not true. I can't do the Clive Sigurd impersonation. Reset completely, says Kai. That includes no arena. That's not happening. My arena's perfect. Yo, Javier's definitely brave axing this man into the dust. No, just kill things with Shannon Gooder. I just mean in the show, it's annoying that it's fake within the show itself. Like there's literally demons let the people have fire swords. Oh, I see. I see. Back to chapter 2. My kiddo doesn't have an iPad and won't either. Kiddo can play video games at home or maybe have a handheld for playing when out and about, but kid just can't play all willy-nilly, just if waiting for stuff. Okay. I see you've given this thought. I like it. This is what happened last time, isn't it? I think it is. I don't know if I like that. She does have Pursuit, though. You know what? She's gonna be good. She's gonna be good, so maybe that's fine. And she deserves it more than Finn does. We did this whole song and dance last time, sorry. I just forgot that happened there. Oh, I just killed him now. I think I just killed him now. Why didn't I do this before? Oh, because there's some to the left, I think. That's why. I don't know. Maybe it's like partial boomer syndrome or something, but when an anime seems to be retreading something that another anime has done before, it like irrationally angers me. Like when I realized that Code Geass was kind of just like a reskin of Death Note with a little bit of mecha crap in there, I was like, how dare they? But I did end up watching Code Geass eventually, and I do like it. It's kind of a train wreck of a show, but I do like it to an extent. But I don't know, in my heart, it's kind of like nothing is ever going to touch Death Note. Knock it from the #1 spot. Attack on Titan almost came close, but the ending is still too... I don't know. It's not like I expected there to be a happy ending for Attack on Titan, but it just pisses me off the way that what's his face did it, I guess. I don't know. There's just something about it that I do not like. It's such a dick punch. Maybe that's what it is. And I don't like the lesson behind it, I guess. Code Geass is so much better than Death Note, says Kai. Kai, I'm sorry, but you're wrong. You are so wrong. You're so wrong, you couldn't even be more wrong. Apologize to your mother for me. That didn't make any sense.
Joke.
Code Geass is not better than... Code Geass? People were amazed that it managed to stick the landing at the end because it is such a train wreck. Especially the second part. I have to say, I mean, they do a good job in the second part of like having very interesting cliffhangers at the end of most of the episodes. But it's almost like nonsensical to some of the things that end up happening in that. And honestly, when I watched it, the mechs were the least interesting thing about it, and still to this day, it's mostly not interesting. I like some of them. Like when, what's her name? I can't even think of her name. That's crazy. When the red-haired chick gets her upgraded Gundam with the cool burning hand thing that's bigger, that's pretty cool. I like that. I like some of them. I should know her name. I can't think of it right now. Connor says, both good shows, but I don't think anything will top Clannad for me. Should I watch that? Is that good? I've heard about that throughout the years, but it's not usually one that comes out of people's mouths first. Colin. Thank you. Yes. Thank you, Tristan. That is what it is. It's tough because she has two names. There's my cope. Valen says, I don't mind when shows redo stuff. Usually everything is inspired from something else. That's true. It is true. And I did let Gias have a pass afterwards. I do think Gias is allowed to exist. I agree. I like the eye powers in Gias. It's different enough from the Death Note, I suppose. The mechanics of it are very fun. I like that about it a lot. Code Geass also has a weird like identity crisis sometimes where it's like it wants to be two different shows. It wants to be this like silly high school drama show about their like politics club or whatever it is. Am I saving over that? I guess. It wants to be that, and then it also wants to be the gritty take back the world type deal. Level 21s is not good enough for you. I'm gonna have Brave X-Man work his magic again. Finad made me cry as a grown-ass man.
Attention, no cap, on God, for real, for real.
I could use a good cry. Lucky skipped meeting Lewin's dancer daughter. She inherited her dad's taste in blonde men. Well, we watched it last time, Gabe. Yeah, you're talking about Lean? Yeah. I know. She's with Ares. Can't wait to get them both. The sooner the better. But we've already done this, so I want to get back as fast as possible to where we were. No one show him Gundam Seed Destiny. I remember Gundam Seed. I don't know what Gundam Seed Destiny is. You watch Code Geass for the Death Note vibes. I watch it for the mecha. We are not the same. It's true. I don't give a crap about the mecha in Code Geass. It seems like such an afterthought, kind of. Like they talk about some of the, what do they call them? The nightmare frames. They talk about like them from time to time, but it's never like an integral focus. And sometimes like between seasons and stuff, characters will just show up with a completely new one and they barely bother to like explain why or anything. So it's just not part of the main focus of the show. There's too much happening for that to be the case, I guess. Valen's almost getting his comment blocked by Automod. Bopop talking about Gundam Wing. Wing has fantastic mech designs and great music, but the writing simply isn't up to par with the rest of Gundam. I agree. I agree with that. I did watch Gundam Wing. I grew up owning Gundam Wing Endless Waltz, the movie. And obviously I was missing a lot of context because as a kid I didn't like actually watch the show. I might have caught like an episode or two here or there on like Adult Swim or something if it was ever on that, but I pretty much didn't know what was happening in that show. But Endless Waltz was sick. I do like the Gundam designs from Gundam Wing, I agree. Then when I watched the show later, it was so freaking boring. I watched all of it. I stuck it through to the end. But it was so freaking boring that I'm not sure I could recommend that to anybody, quite frankly. Yeah, obviously Gundam is going to be about space politics. Like I think you know that going in to some extent, but it was just so bogged down by it to me that I couldn't really enjoy it very much, honestly. Automod thinks I'm threatening Lucky. You were. You threaten me every day by existing. We have to save this. We do. We're much worse off with saving these this time. How stupid is this? It's like kind of stupid. That's like pretty stupid. Oh, okay. Well, that's even stupider. You didn't see that. I'm a severe hater of Double O. Like, I don't usually hate things that much, but damn. I don't know. I feel like a lot of the Gundam shows seem interesting to me at first. I don't know much about Double O. Or even like Iron-Blooded Orphans or any of those. I understand the desire to want to watch a mecha anime. I just think at the end of the day, when I try, it doesn't hit the way that it's supposed to for me. The way that it does for maybe you guys or something. Maybe it's because they're like their own little Game of Thrones worlds where it's like, again, you don't know the full context. It's just a whole bunch of like techno-babble and names of people and places and things happening that you don't understand fully yet. And it takes like further investment to comprehend and understand the complexity of the situation. Maybe I didn't give enough of a chance, but maybe I'm in it more for the mindless big mech battles than anything else, and it's always too much politics layered on top. F. Wu Fei, dude does nothing. I do kind of remember that, actually, yeah. And also, you know what's funny is, I knew from Gundam Wing Endless Waltz, the movie, I really liked Tall Geese and Zex Marquise, but I did not realize until later that he's actually the bad guy from the original series. And basically, there's only like a handful of times that he actually uses. Is it Tall Geese 2? There's one of them that you literally like never see the design of, and then they immediately go to like Tall Geese 3 for the movie. I found that sad because I think Tall Geese has really cool designs. He's a Char clone? He is, yeah. I don't know much about Char, but I know that's from like the earlier Gundam series. Iron-Blooded Orphans Season 1 was great. Season 2 was decent, but was ruined by shoehorning. Is it Relena? Yeah, Relena was, Hero was really concerned about Relena. I'll defend Endless Waltz. It's still a good movie and on par with the show, except the designs. WTF was Sandrock? I don't know. I think I like a lot of the Waltz designs. I can't think of Sandrock off the top of my head. I was obsessed with Wing as a kid, but I've never rewatched. Can he counter from 2 range? Is that, am I missing that? Because that would have been helpful to know. Or are they foolish enough to come attack his face? I was obsessed with Wing as a kid, but I've never rewatched. The I'll Kill You from episode 1 is so funny, though. I don't remember, but I'll take your word for it. Tristan says, the one thing I hated about Code Geass was the movies, because they changed some things, like how Shirley doesn't die. Yeah, so it has something for why he did some of the things. Lelouch. Yeah. I didn't watch all the movies or anything, but I kind of get that, like, when they like mostly follow the story of something but change a couple details and it's like confusing that way, that sucks. I hate that. I always want more of an explanation for things like that. Like, why'd you do that? Obviously they wanted Shirley alive again, but sorry, that's spoilers though too. Wing had one issue for me. It kept on going. It should have ended like 15 episodes sooner. Honestly, I barely remember. All I remember about the ending is I do think that Wu Fei finally comes in at some point and fights. And I felt in that moment, I was like, finally! So yeah, maybe that should have came 15 episodes earlier. I'd have been fine with that, sure. I either let him... Let's just take this. Let's just take it. What's up, DW? There's an abridged Gundam Wing series that is absolutely hilarious. I'm sure, actually, yeah. That seems ripe. That definitely seems ripe for that. Who's left? Oh, everybody up here. Sandrock was piloted by the dude who voices Light Yagami. Brad Swale? Brad Swale voiced the Sandrock guy. What was his name? G Gundam is peak fiction. I actually really liked G Gundam as a kid growing up. That's I'll take that actually. I won't disagree with that. I don't know how that would hold up if I went back to it now. But I did like G Gundam. I mean, it was simpler. It was just a big tournament arc, basically. It's Street Fighter with a Gundam decal pasted on top of it. Exactly. But it was kind of good. I remember that. And it was fun seeing all the different kinds of Gundams from around the world. You had like the French one with like roses, I think. Yeah, Rose Gundam. Wasn't that what it was? Burning Gundam was sick. Quatre. Thank you, Rain. Yes. Or no, it was Catra. Is it Catra? Catra. It's pronounced Catra. I caught myself. Don't correct me. Come at me. Come at me, haters. I fixed it. It was Quatre when I used to read wikis. Then I learned. Jay Flores, what's up? When do you think the Genealogy of the Holy War remake will come out? At this point, I don't know. I still have hope that it's going to happen. But I admit that it would be kind of weird to launch that as a first Fire Emblem title on a new platform like Switch 2. I do think it's weird. I also think if it really was for Switch 1, like some people believed, I think obviously we would have seen it in that announcement. The Switch 1 Direct for this year. So I don't think it's happening there. I do wonder if maybe it did get shelved. Again, I still think it will happen. But do we have to wait more years for that? At some point, it's good. We're gonna get paid off, and there's gonna be a huge payoff, and it's gonna be like the greatest, best payoff I've ever had for anything in my entire life because of how much I've coped for years about this. But I still believe, like the small child in Polar Express who says, "I believe." That's me. I just don't know. I don't know. Maybe we'll see something this year. I'm not sure. But I could see them also wanting to do like a completely brand new title for Switch 2. Or maybe they're still Three Houses coping, and maybe they focus on the Switch 2 port of Three Houses and that's first or something. I don't know how much they could add to that or if they would do that, but it does seem like there's going to be something more to the enhanced versions, right? Or at least some games will. I forget the specifics, but in that Direct, they did reveal that some of the enhanced games are getting alterations beyond, like, just better frame rate. Tequila Gundam gets my Latino pass. Is that real? I don't remember that one. Is that real? There's no way. Bright Sky says, I'm hoping we finish this map. I'm hoping that too. It is a thing, but the Build Fighters version is still better over the one featured in G Gundam. I don't know what that means, but okay. JC is on a 7 stream streak. Thanks,
It's your
JC.
lucky day.
W. Riz.
Lucky 7? Yeah, it's a great number. Tequila Gundam is Mexico's Gundam. Look it up. Did they really do that? Did they really do that? All right, hold on. When we get back to player phase, I'll look it up.
That's what I've been waiting for.
Tequila, you mean to kill ya? Yeah, basically. War in the Pocket is my single favorite piece of Gundam media. No shame in admitting I cried. I cried watching Barney the other day. It's a really beautiful episode. Taught the children how to count. Just thought to myself, these are amazing skills that these children need to carry with them throughout the rest of their lives, and the tears began rushing to my eyes. Oh, see, okay. I knew it. I knew it couldn't be Tequila Gundam. I knew that wasn't gonna be real. I knew you were messing with me. I'm glad you enjoyed that. I knew it couldn't be Tequila Gundam. That's so borderline racist or something. Like, someone would definitely interpret it that way, so that would definitely be that would be changed. What is Tequila Gundam? Let's see what this is. It's literally a song. It's literally a song. Okay, can you see this? You can. I literally gave it. I forgot it had like a sombrero. It looks like kind of familiar to me. And it has like cactuses on it. What the hell? That's so funny. I guess I forgot how like on the nose a lot of this stuff was in that show. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me that they... First off, it doesn't surprise me that I didn't remember Tequila Gundam because, yeah, they would have renamed it.
That's hot.
But let me look up what's... Oh, Rose Gundam. There's Rose Gundam right there. Maxter. That one was kind of cool. Dragon Gundam for like Japan is kind of funny. John Bull Gundam. I don't know if these names are all correct. Master Gundam, I remember. The Pharaoh one, I remember. Yeah. I don't know. It's really stupid, but there's something as a kid where it's like seeing all these different cultured Gundams was really interesting to me, I guess. Some of these I remember, but I don't remember like the context of them. Jester Gundam I remember for some reason. I still own some of these toys somewhere in a box. Mandala Gundam is stupid. Sorry. Matador Gundam is just a big bull's head. Yikes. They're not all created equally, I'll say that. Dragon's China? Okay, sorry about that. But still, picking that for like the Asian country is kind of funny. You need to see the Netherlands Gundam? I think we just did, right? Wasn't it in there somewhere? I didn't look up close, though. Dog, do you not remember the African Gundam or the Sweden one that's just windmills? I think we did just see that. Yeah, the Nether Gundam. That didn't register that it was Netherlands. Okay, I see. That's so stupid, dude. That's so funny. We definitely saw the African one, didn't we? It's not here. I mean, Pharaoh Gundam I get. Which one's the African one? Spiegel for Germany is funny. Lumber Gundam for... Oh, that's right. It's like a woodcutter guy for Canada. Right. Yeah, I'm missing some of the context for these, but it's funnier than I thought. I didn't remember. That's not... Oh, the Zebra Gundam is the African one. Yeah. That is kind of funny. It's not that bad looking, though. That one's worse. Is that this another Spanish one or something? Matador? Is that like Spain? I don't know what flag that is. Top of my head. Okay. There's Master Gundam that's for Hong Kong because it was Still separated from China. That one was used by one of the, like, the big bad characters, so that one didn't always have like a country association to me. That was just more like a cool enemy boss Gundam or something. Show's ridiculous. Looking back, that show's even more ridiculous than I thought. G Gundam was Sunrise's first attempt at an alternate timeline. I like that sort of thing. Linda said I wouldn't mind a Tequila Gundam. I love how the American Gundam is a football player that uses the shoulder guards as boxing gloves. I'm sure we probably just looked at it. I didn't equate that, but that sounds kind of familiar now that you're saying that. Oh, that's Maxwell. Who's falling behind? You. Gundam Wing wasn't too popular in Japan, but once it was brought over to the West is when it was sold gangbusters. That's interesting. That reminds me a little bit of the whole Transformers thing. How the Transformers that we have are just reskinned versions of like the Diaclone toys that they had in Japan. And now it's become this thing where it's like, in Japan, it's now like two entities basically, where they have like the original thing, but then also Transformers. It hit a new market over here that changed it forever. The context of the world. Mercenary says, I got over 100 gunpla kits built out in 1/100th scale. That stuff interests me, but I got so upset with it as a kid because what they advertised in the box was like, obviously, as like a 12-year-old kid, the picture on the outside of the box is not what you're capable of creating, right? With the materials at your disposal, or at least back then, without YouTube being what it is today. And all the tutorials and stuff like that. Like, you just don't know what you're doing. So I found it deeply upsetting that it never looked as cool. But I do understand why people like that stuff. Yeah, what other anime do I like? Naruto will always have a soft spot for me, but it's not one that I'm going to go back and rewatch often, especially with all the filler stuff. I do think at some point I should rewatch even the filler parts of the original Naruto, because most of it is garbage, but there were actually some ones that I did like. But the problem is that at this point, when I watched it through like YouTube back in the day, or those anime hosting sites where it was in Japanese, you know, I watched it subbed at the time. And at this point, that had to be like 2009. I think I was still in high school when I was watching that. So that is a long time ago. Lucky is a secret Spice and Wolf fan. I just know it. Sorry, JC, I have no idea what that is at all. Not one bit. I think I told this story before too. I want to get off the Gundam topic and talk about something else now, but I will tell this story. Back in the day, when I first started really using eBay, it's one of the reasons why I really love eBay. Some people have very negative opinions of eBay, and I never understood that. eBay, to me, growing up, was like so much better than Amazon in my eyes. In terms of like finding cool stuff at sometimes a decent price. Like now I know it's like scalper heaven, you know, so maybe that's why people view it badly, but I found an entire lot of Gundam action figures when I was a, I guess, young teenager or something. Maybe it was, I don't know if it was middle school or like early high school, but I found an entire lot of Gundam action figures on there for like 60 or 70 bucks. And we're talking like it was at least 20 plus, and it was like all of the Gundam Wing Endless Waltz figures and other ones from before that. I still have them to this day in a bin. In fact, hold on. I'll get sidetracked for 1 second just to prove it's true. Just to prove I'm not lying. This is literally the exact one that I've shown before because it's literally just at the top of the bin. He's missing pieces. They're in the bin somewhere, but I'm not gonna go digging for them right now. But this is what's left of Death Scythe. In that, I just have a random little dresser that has bins with a bunch of crap in it. Who knew Lucky's community were all closet mecha nerds? Dang. I know Nexo is. Nexo's not even here. Nexo's crying right now because Nexo's not here to see this. I don't know why I still own this. I should sell this to someone that would appreciate it, I guess. But, I don't know if this is ever worth something someday. I guess I would at least have it, but I'm not sure that it would even. I don't know. I need to not be a pack rat. I'll give you 30 plus. Is that real? I'll give you 30 plus for what? For that one figure? Or for my whole bin? If I'm going to sell that whole bin, it's going for more than that. More than I paid for, at least. I don't know how rare those are at this point. Are they rare? If they do make a Fire Emblem 4 remake, what would you like to see in it, Stevie? More conversations and more context. I think there's a lot of characters that kind of appear and don't do very much, like Deirdre. A lot of characters just don't get their full chance to shine, I think, as real characters. So more conversations, maybe even like base or castle conversations between characters would be super cool. Ways of interacting with them further would be great. And also, I do want some more Gen 1 characters with some different hair colors to add to the pool. Whether or not they make the kids inherit the parents' hair colors differently than happens in this game, because it doesn't happen in this game, remains to be seen. But if they were going to go that route, I think they need more hair colors. Because all the Gen 1 males only have 4 hair colors: green, yellow, blue, and red. Which is boring in terms of like breeding. I've probably watched more anime than 99.44% of this chat. Very specific. And I'm not really much a mecha. I'm not really a mecha anime fan. That would be my bike falling over. I'll fix it later. Yeah, I wouldn't say that I am really either. I wanted to like it more than I did, I guess. But Endless Waltz will always have a place in my heart. And I guess like G Gundam or something. But I kind of barely remember G Gundam because it was such a plain tournament thing. I kind of just remember the main character like sitting at a bar and I think losing some of the fights. It's kind of all I remember. Remember that other show? Oh my god, that just jogged a memory. Like loose in my noggin. What was that show? It was something Grand Prix. It was on Adult Swim. They like skated around like on a racetrack, but with mech suits, basically. That was an interesting show, but they always lost too. I was kind of surprised they always lost in that show. I was like, when are they gonna win?
Kill every last one of them!
Lucky, please sell me all your beta edition Magic the Gathering cards for cheap. Joke's on you, I wasn't into Magic very early. I do have some old Magic cards somewhere, but there's no way they're beta version. IGPX. Thank you, Triple X Hollow. Yes, that's what it is. But what's the first word? What does that stand for? Just had the thought today that Sigurd's horse is the only constant he had in his whole half of the game because his wife wasn't there for most of the time. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? Also, this is scary. Or not? Or is it? How many more people can attack her? That's a good level. Oh. Why did I put her there? This seems like it was a mistake. Yeah, this seems like it was a mistake. Damn it. Why did I put her there? Immortal Grand Prix. Thank you. Yes, that sounds right. I was gonna say like Infernal. I knew that wasn't right. Damn it. Sorry. This map does suck. I'm starting to see... I didn't think this map would suck for the reasons that it sucks.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
Yeah, me too. I'm sorry. Yeah. I thought this would suck because desert map. And so far, that's not even why it sucks. It's like poorly conceived is the problem. You give me 4 people down below to take on an entire army.
You chose
4
poorly.
unproven, sucky people. Half of which I basically don't like. How do we do this? Oh, I killed this guy is what I did. Oh, that's not Patty. Didn't see that coming. I guess I got distracted or something. Sorry. No, this is only a range 1 weapon. Figures. Those stupid mages were attacking him from 1 tile? That's weird. Okay, last mage guy here. At full HP, we had Julia do it. Technically, Sigurd's Silver Sword has a support even. If Marianne can have like 3 supports about Dorte, we can get a support about Sigurd's horse. Yeah, I could see that. Michelle Rodriguez voice acted the main girl, if I remember that anime, says Gabe. I would believe that. I don't know that for sure. That's funny how that show like disappeared into people's memory holes. What else? What else do I like? You know what I need to do? It's kind of like old and nobody does it anymore, but I think it'd be useful for me to keep track of my scores for things by using like my anime list or something. Then again, I'm not even sure that there are like 10 anime shows that I would rate as like the best of the best. But Full Metal Alchemist 2003 specifically is up there for me. It's probably like top 4 maybe. We've been through this before, so I won't be a broken record, but I do not like Brotherhood. I do not like Brotherhood. I think 2003 is so much more impactful with the lessons that it teaches, and the twists are crazier. So, there's that. Take it or leave it. In a Genealogy remake, who would you reclass first, Lucky? That's a fun question. Like if they brought it back, like in like a Villager Pitchfork that was in Echoes, or just straight reclassing like in Shadow Dragon. I'd probably make somebody footlocked mounted just to experience that. Like Cullen as a Cavalier, I guess would probably just be very similar to Beowulf, though. I'd have to think about that, like something that makes it more exciting. I don't know, Cavaliers are not inherently exciting, but somebody that I would love to experience a different way. In the remake, Seliph can only promote after finding his dad's half-burned horse, sources say. Valen says, you're not wrong. FMA 03 taught the very important lesson of sticking to the source material. Listen, they didn't have a choice, okay? They ran out of source material working on that show. But I have to admit, I 100% believe they did like everything better than where the actual manga took things. Straight up, I fully believe it. Don't come at me. I've wanted to make a video on that for like years, just because it enrages me how much so many people will say, just watch Brotherhood, basically ignore the other one, just watch Brotherhood, and that pisses me off so thoroughly. Brotherhood is like anime slop compared to the dark, horrific masterpiece that is the original. And I know I'm in the minority by saying that, but that's my true thought. It's me being true and honest. Let's just bait this guy, I guess. Stevie, is there any games you've been playing lately that's not on stream? No. Fire Emblem Heroes is about it, but even that I've not really kept up with. I've been too busy. I kind of started this thing in the past couple years where I wanted to be more active and more involved. I kind of realized how low-key depressed I was, kind of just working from home all the time. Like I needed more human interaction. But now I've kind of created the opposite problem for myself, where in seeking meaning elsewhere, I've kind of run myself ragged with a bunch of different things that I do. Like I do this, obviously. I work throughout the day. I take care of my house. I have housework to do. There's a lot of house projects I need to finish, like more things to paint or things to mud or fix. That's always a thing when you own a house. I own a condo, but it's the same thing, really, internally, I guess. But also, I am the secretary for the local area association's council in terms of like taking care of and beautifying the community that I live in. So I'm involved there where I have meetings that, and that's why I'm late on some Mondays, because after work I'm doing that. Then I have the bouncer gig where I'm working like at least one night a week usually, sometimes two, or at most like three, doing that at night. I joined a volleyball social club on Sundays that I'm not too thrilled or hyped about, but that is a thing that I did. What else? I shouldn't tell you this because it's very parasocial, but I have a speed dating event I'm going to this Thursday. That should be interesting. I've never tried it before. I'm not sure how it's gonna go. I'm not sure, like, it's such a crapshoot because what if, like, nobody interesting shows up or whatever, but I don't know, I figured it's worth a shot. Maybe it'll yield me some fun stories to share at least. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. I try to do a lot of things. Pat Labor has a big recommendation from me. It's a mecha cop show. Pat Labor? I can't even read that. Never heard that before, ever. If you make a video on it, I will fight in the comments. That's very fair, Valens. That's fair. It's fair. I think the reason why I haven't made that video is A, it doesn't really make sense for my channel exactly. But also B, in order to feel justified in making said video, I would have to rewatch both 2003, which is easy, but also Brotherhood in their entirety and like take notes the entire time, right? Yeah, ad break, sorry. Oh Lord, he fell into the homeowners association thing. Hold on, I'll respond to some more of these after. Let's let the ad break go. Why can Patty go up here? That's so strange. Bro's poor. Bro's poor. Should I give him money? I guess. Because he's gonna need it to repair that Balmung and stuff later. Although he'll probably get more kills. I healed the crab man. I want to see what he promotes it to. Wow, we actually healed everybody over here? That's crazy. Oh, we had a ways to go. I'm glad they gave us this, like, this old town road out here. I got the horses in the front. So many people just missed that incredible commentary. But if you heard this, you're one of the special ones. Okay. How doth we address this situation? Really? There's still a dude here? I guess we just light brand him. All right, ad break over. Thank goodness. Welcome back. We gotta fix this situation here, but I did see you could try Noish Mage. Honestly, I would have considered that with how poorly he was performing. Bopop asks, so you like King Bradley just being fantasy Hitler? Yeah, what's wrong with that? Well, he kind of wasn't though, because in the 2003 movie, there's like actual Hitler and it's not Bradley. That's interesting, that stuff. Because you know why? You know why that's interesting? Because Full Metal Alchemist 2003 has an entirely separate world devoid of alchemy across on the other side of the gate. And people dying in one world fuel the alchemy magic of the other world, which is very interesting and crazy and awesome, and a huge twist that you do not expect. Meanwhile, the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood series has nothing interesting about the gate at all. It's stupid. Can you tell I don't like it? $11.11. Yeah, Gabe had said, "Oh Lord, he fell into homeowners association thing." I did. I wanted to get more involved in my community, but it becomes a hassle at times. It does. I'll not disagree there. I think she's gonna go here. Let's heal her. No, I don't think we need mend, but I'm gonna mend anyway. Pat Labor, fusion of patrol and labor. It's still a strange name, but okay. Mercenary said speed dating sucks. I've heard that from a few people, so I'm like, my hype is very tempered. I'm not sure if it's gonna be horrible or not, but I do think in my lifetime I should experience it at least once to kind of know. To be able to spread and share anecdotes about it later, maybe. I hope, like, awesome people go there. That's the thing, right? Like, with dating apps, there's definitely some great people on there, for sure, but it is a lot of fishing in the sewer. So, I think the real problem is the most valuable people that you would want to date have solid enough social circles and social lives that they meet enough people by doing that they don't really have a lack of options. So they wouldn't really need dating apps or speed dating or anything like that. And I accept that and I acknowledge that. You know, I kind of went to school all over. I especially went to college in upstate New York, which is not where I live. So it's a bit tougher. I don't have a lot of friends that live in my state at this point. Not a lot of like super close friends or anything. A lot of my real best friends are a couple states away at least. But yeah, it's like I need a better social circle in this state if I'm going to stay here. But I don't know. I joined this volleyball thing and I was kind of hoping to make some more friends. And I'm not thinking that that's going to be the way to go, unfortunately. I don't want to judge it too hastily, but I think sometimes when you meet people, you kind of just know if they're your tribe type of deal or not. And I'm not really feeling that about this group yet. So it's going to be a little risky up here, I think. Also, I was kind of looking forward to having more friends from the bouncer gig. And I really can't go into it too much, but one of them kind of nearly screwed me over by gossiping. And that was the guy that I was kind of looking forward to spending more time with. And so now I'm just kind of like, man, that sucks. Like, if you can't trust somebody, there's no point in investing any time into that relationship, right? Like, you got to know that your homies have your back. So don't just like blab about literally everything to anyone. Make you constantly concerned about what you're saying publicly. Can I take this thing off yet? Almost. You're busy, but when you look back as an old, decrepit, decaying man, you'll be happy for the experience. I do agree. Yeah, I think part of this was also I want to try to utilize this prime of my life period as best as possible and not have any regrets looking back. And I think I'm kind of doing that. Certainly not for a lack of trying, that's for sure. Magic Knight Ray Earth also has a recommendation for me. Bopop, you are pulling out the strangest references. I've never heard any of these before at all. That is a weird level. That's a weird level, and I don't like it. Should I be afraid of these guys taking this castle? I think we should make a nice little wall right here. What do you think? At long last. Stevie, stop put the Paris social stuff. Tristan, is the issue here that you're too lazy to type, so you use the voice to text thing and it doesn't know what you're saying? You're saying the parasocial stuff. Stop put the I don't know what you're saying with that. It's just confusing. You know you love us and we love you, nothing wrong with that. There still has to be a divide between this online persona and my real life. That's legitimate. That has to be there. You need limits and boundaries in life. Just like this old man needed boundaries to prevent random people from entering his house and stealing his money. But he didn't have them. He always falls back on it. Well, that's because, like, if you expose too much about your real life to the online... oh, they did take it. Interesting. You become very susceptible to a lot. You become lolcow status, basically, where people can really mess with you. It's something you have to be concerned about, for sure. JC says, I looked up my list. I watched 2 episodes of FMA Brotherhood and then dropped it. Based? I swear I saw one of the FMA movies at an anime con years back, but never marked such on my list, so I guess I didn't. Sacred Star of Milos is the Brotherhood movie, and I don't think that one's very well received. I think I even watched that movie, and I barely remember, like, anything about it. That's very sad, honestly. But I do like... and I'm sure you're probably rolling your eyes, of course. But I like the 2003 movie. I do. What's that one called? Oh my god. Maybe I'm not a real fan. I can't remember it. What is the name of that movie? Conqueror of Shambhala. I was starting to type it into Google and it came to me. It came to me. I got it. FMA Brotherhood is amazing. Kai gets it. Kai told me that Gias is better than Death Note. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. Can we do anything here? Aha. What does that trigger, though? I don't know that I should do that yet. You think this guy will attack? Let's find out. Also a big Trigun fan. See, Trigun I remember, but I never really watched that. I did hear good things about Trigun, though. I don't think we do this yet. See, how dare you? That's why I blinded you. For one of my takes? What's wrong with my take? Listen, I accept that I'm in the minority with the 2003 being better than Brotherhood thing, but I will die on that hill, sorry to say. I just think that most anime is, like, inherently goofy, and I don't find that to be a good thing. And I think the balance of the 2003 Full Metal Alchemist is way better I think the twists that happen in the story are way more exciting and impactful. I think the villain's more interesting even. They're kind of similar in certain ways, but I think the fact that the characters themselves create the homunculi through their taboo transmutations, I think that's way more interesting, and it adds so much more to the characters and how like haunted they are and how they kind of have to fix what they did basically. I don't know. I love like all of that, and that is not a part of the real one, Brotherhood. Let me look up my list on 5-star animes. Valens used to live in upstate New York. Did you? It was weird. Everyone warned me that it was going to be very snowy while I was up there, but for some reason, while I was up there for school, it was extremely comparable to like New England. It was not a very snowy time or something. I mean, we definitely got snow, but it wasn't like worse. So it worked out fine. What's up, Ballistic Monkey? Let me know if you ever want volleyball tips. See, this thing is, I had a choice when I joined the group if I wanted to join a social group or the more competitive one. I picked social because I kind of just want to meet more people and know more people in my state, basically. And a lot of people were recommending it to me to do so. But I was okay at playing volleyball in like high school and stuff. I'm pretty decent at serving. I just think because I'm kind of a tall guy, some of the things can be kind of awkward. Especially if I'm like up at, you'd think that being up at the net in the front as a tall person would be perfect. Because then you could like play defense or spike it or something maybe. But honestly, it's kind of weird. I just feel like I don't have enough space to operate. I work much better like being in the back where I have time for the ball to like reach me and for me to react. So I don't know. I'm still kind of getting the hang of it again. I'm not the worst person on my team, thankfully. We have lost every single game so far that we've played. But to be fair, it's a bunch of random people that have no practice, essentially. And some of the teams that we're facing, I think it's part of the reason why I'm also not liking this is some of the other teams are like fanatical. And they sign up basically each quarter of the year and they keep playing with mostly the same team. Some of them have like custom printed t-shirts and stuff like that. Like it's crazy. I thought this was just like a get to know some people, meet some people type deal. But no, some of these mofos out there take it so seriously that I kind of don't like that. I almost wish it was just all random and nobody knew each other or something. Like all random assignment, brand new teams. Not like people have done this for years already and they're poning you constantly each game. Not that like you always have to win or anything, but if I do this like 8 weekends in a row and we just lose every single time and I'm not super stoked about the people on the team or anything, like that just seems like a waste of time, right? I'm not going too negative Nancy about it yet. I'm still going to give it a chance, but that is the concern to me. His time is valuable. So I don't know if these people even move. Let's find out. The only 2 anime I've rated 5 stars is the original Spice and Wolf series and Lupin the Third, episode 0.
Attention.
I remember ads for that. Never actually watched
on
it.
God, for real, for real.
Used to be in a darts league, says JC. Now some of those players are fanatical, Lucky. Definitely. Definitely. Yeah. I hear you. Probably worse, honestly. Darts sounds fun. I did darts on a date like a month or 2 ago. Had a good time. I'm pretty good at it. Okay, this is deeply concerning. Zoomerology of the Holy... Why are you saying that, huh? Oh, because it's all kids. The new kids on the block, yeah. Hello, Kevin. Okay, I think several things need to happen here, and I'm concerned about the likelihood of all of them. That's pretty good. That probably will happen. This guy's got to get dropped. Double 15s ain't too bad. How about light brand into him? Double 13s is not too bad either. Maybe that's a strong starting move. See if he's in dad mode. You have to play Squares the bouncer before you start talking about being a bouncer. I know that's been brought up several times, but I don't... How could that help me in any way? How? What does that do? Double 10s. It's still wasting 3 people to bring this man down. I don't like it. Double 15s ain't enough, though. Although we probably quad. Yeah, I think we quad. He's gonna take a gnarly hit, right? Kind of. Then he flees. Let's try it. Okay. There we go. Congratulations. Didn't even level up. Hello, Audrey. How are you, Audrey? How was your weekend? Where are you going? Benny. Concerned about those armors beating him up. Is that good enough? I don't. Where do I want you? Someone else has to kill that sage. Like, that's not a good thing. You're not, like, inherently useless. He probably has 5 movement. This is also road, I think. 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know, dude. I guess he's got to be far away. Yeah. What's the deal with this? Earth Sword heals me, doesn't it? Yeah, it's a Nosferatu sword. 19 back. It's pretty good. But she does have pursuit. She should hit twice with it, right? Yeah. Do it. If you do let Bloom's army seize Leonster, pretty sure the entire roster of Fire Emblem 5 dies. You're not being serious. They don't exist yet in this game. Double bolt sword hits. Why not? Shannon and Patty gonna be paired by the end of this. Yeah, I was kind of concerned about that too. You saw Bleach Memories of Nobody? I never got into Bleach. I had some friends that liked Bleach, but the art style wasn't my favorite. So that one was tougher for... Oh, God. Well, actually, she still has her thing. She's all right, I think. She should be able to take one hit and then heal it, and then take another. I love Jujutsu Kaisen, says Audrey. I know a lot of people that like that show too, but again, I'm really picky. I saw a handful of episodes of that show when it first came out. I think a couple years ago. But again, I'm really picky with that one because I feel like it's just someone else's Bizarro Naruto ripoff, and that kind of pisses me off about it. Maybe that's not even like a real or legitimate complaint. You guys could probably say. I know that it's different enough to be its own thing. I know. but the setup is like the same. You got Gojo, who's basically Kakashi, except instead of covering his mouth, he covers his eyes. Already triggers me inherently. You got the main character who's basically Naruto. He's got the demon inside of him, essentially. You got the other, like, slightly cooler kid who's like Sasuke. You got the girl who's Sakura. I know it's about, like, spirits and stuff, but you see what I mean? It's like, don't do this to me. You're just, like, ripping it off. I'm mad for Kishimoto that exists like that. I know that they don't go the same way or anything, but, like, still, it's just... Why would you do that? Best Full Metal Alchemist experience is to watch the first 25 episodes of the first series, then watch all of Brotherhood. It follows the manga and actually has everything make sense. I do think, and that's the other thing why I don't think Brotherhood's better, is Brotherhood rushes through the beginning, and it's kind of a mess. Because they assume you already watched the other one. So it's like objectively worse to start. No matter what you say. But I still think I like the second part of the original better than what happens in Brotherhood. I don't know if I want to spoil Brotherhood. I have before, but... I just hate conceptually everything that happens in Brotherhood. And also there's more goofy like Chimera people in Brotherhood that are just dumb than... what's the guy's name? Ling? Ling becoming Greed, I think, is interesting. That was probably one of my favorite things that happens in Brotherhood, but that's about it, really. I think Lust is way more interesting in the original, too. Envy being another Elric brother that was a failed transmutation is insane. Like, the level of the... Again, I've said it multiple times, but the level of the twists in the original is crazy. And epic, in my opinion. You do know Seliph has to seize the castle at the top, right? I mean, now he does, yeah. I was busy... clearing out all these people. We had to take on an entire army with these misfits down here. They're not exactly potty trained. Currently. Making Full Metal Alchemist in the first series makes it into an isekai. I'm not the biggest fan of isekais. What do you mean by that, Wildcat? Because of the gate stuff, you're saying? I don't view it that way. I just view it as there's an entirely different world on the other side. It's not like one of them is fake or not. They're both real. It's just that there's versions of you in both. I don't know. It's very unique. It's interesting. It's not something that you've seen before in other media that way, I would say. The original anime 7 Deadly Sins don't match their sins perfectly. Like, sloth in the original makes no sense. I think you could argue, like, there's other aspects of sloth. It doesn't distinctly have to be laziness. I forget what the other ones are. I've seen arguments about that before, for sure. But there's more to the sins than just the generic boilerplate definition of what they mean. So I think you can make it work. Is it more of a stretch? Maybe. Sure. But that doesn't bother me enough, I guess. It's just so weird that they just stand here to get killed. You need to send Seliph up through the desert to capture Yeet Castle to progress. Wait too long and you'll lose the village west of Darna that has a ring inside. You talking about this? Yeah, you are talking about that. Okay. Oh yeah, look at that. Yikes. That is not a... What the... This is the worst map in the game. Whoever said that was totally right. I hate this map. I hate everything about this map. What the hell? I guess we should just trigger this now, shouldn't we? I'm scared. I don't know what this does. I don't want the bad guy to get his tome if I do this. Oh, we literally can't do anything. Okay. Interesting. I mean, there's no way that Seliph is making it there. Truthfully. Unless maybe we fly Fee there. But it's still going to take several turns. Like so many turns. I don't know. So close yet so far. I don't think I should send these guys to go up and help Shannon at this point. For some people, there's no such thing as recreational sports. I think that's true, and maybe that's also what upsets me, because I'm not a sports guy. I'm not at all. I don't care about sports games. I don't care about any of that. Sports betting, no thank you. Has like zero interest. So to me, it's just more of a fleeting hobby, I guess. But then when you're dealing with like the more big leagues people that are obsessed with it, it's just, I don't know. Can she take this?
What will you learn? That your actions have consequences.
Let's heal Finn. Hello, Strix. What the heck is pickleball? Pickleball is like tennis, but smaller scale with paddles. Right? And you can't stand in the kitchen or whatever it is. I've played a little bit of pickleball. I keep the Iron Lance on. Let's reclaim this. I think we need to save Leonster. Bouncer game stream when? Don't break Brave Lance Lucky. That's a sign of a bad player. Is it? Why would you say that? 2 HP. Does Patty even attempt to attack the guy and steal his gold? There's no way that's a good idea. There's no way. JJK and Naruto have like no similarities I can think of, really. How about the ones I said? You're telling me Gojo is not Kakashi. He even has the lavender colored hair. It's crazy. And they start as like school kids. Bleach is okay. Tristan's begging for another prediction. Went to the mall with my brother to see an exhibition, Cardcaptor Sakura event. That's an old school show. I remember liking that when I saw a couple episodes of it on like Cartoon Network or something as a kid. It was very stylish at the time. I don't know how well it holds up now, but I do remember that show. Is this, please tell me this guy's not moving still. Yes, just stand right there. Please just stand right there. Do we? Huh?
Wow, this is really terrible.
I don't get Leonster back. Is this bad? Did what I allow to happen here, is that bad? I have concerns about this. Please go capture Yeed. RNG, someone is having a breakdown. Chill. Chill. I love JJK because of Gojo and the fight scenes are amazing, says Audrey. Would you chill about Yeed already, dude? Nobody cares about Yeed. I don't hate FMAO 3, I just don't like tragic endings. That's fair, Valence. Okay. Stop playing on autopilot. I'm trying to read chat. What's wrong with how I'm playing? It's not the worst map in the game, but it's the worst map in the game because these guys are segregated down here. And they have to take on a lot of stuff that they're kind of incapable of dealing with, sort of. Like, this is pretty rough. If two of these dudes hit Nana, she's like dead, basically. It's not a good cast down here, okay? That's what I'm saying. Meanwhile, these guys up here have nothing to do. And Shannon basically has to go on a solo mission and destroy everything. Explain that one to me. It's kind of risky. He doesn't seem to have reclaimed his Mega Dark Tome. I think we gotta try. Good night, Kai, and I'm not reading the second part of that because it's lies and slander. I hate everything about the entire Fire Emblem 4 map, says Audrey. The desert is so problematic that it's a good idea to use unmounted Seliph with the leg ring inherited just to get through the desert faster. Imagine setting up your pairings and like passing down items just for this one map. That's crazy. Yeah.
It's your lucky day.
Loser. Your parents never loved you. Why aren't we claiming it? Oh, I guess... It has to be Seliph, that's what it is. It has to be Seliph that reclaims that? That's so insane. It's so stupid. This is not... I don't fix this like this, do I? No, we can't talk to them. Where's Fee? Where's Fee? Fee? You moved already. I need like 4 turns with Fee still. Also, we're gaining love points up here with people that I don't know the configurations of. Olana Oife? That's weird. I don't know who I want to be together. Thank you, Strix. See you later. Appreciate you. Oh yeah, only self can seize, right. If you let Leonster get seized, then Leaf's party lose the ability to repair their weapons, right? Because they can't go back inside. Also, if you don't seize it back with self, you get less gold next map. That would make sense, wouldn't it? What a horrific pain in the butt. Listen, I didn't have much of a choice, okay? We were struggling down here. Oh my god. Damn it. That's bad. I went to attack from 2 range, but I forgot the Earth Sword was broken. Okay, these 2 are done up here now, which means you can effectively flee safely. Rejoin the rest of the Gooner squad. This is such a stupid map. Even if I'm playing it wrong, it's still stupid. There's so much to do down... Oh my god, that's so bad. I forgot she was already hurt, too. I think I just lost by misclicking there. Come on, bro. Dodge? Oh! Thank you. I take it back. This map's great. Please just stop hurting me. He doesn't appear to be moving yet, I think because we haven't made enough progress down here.
You can't keep getting away with it!
But I'm going to murder him before we finish up down here. He cannot save the village west of Darna. It has a no-fly zone on top of it. You can't even move there even with the flyer until Yeet is seized. I can't kill the dude that's standing over there. Is that true? I'm not trying to take it. I was just gonna kill this guy. Is that true? I guess we'll find out. We're mega screwed if that's the case. That's so rude. But the whole point of this was that I play it how I want to play it. How is she gonna heal? We are so screwed down here. This is so bad. You're like the Ethan Klein of Fire Emblem. What the hell is that supposed to mean? I'm not a random political commentator with Tourette's. Can't cross the ledge even with flyers. Tiles are marked in yellow and you're not allowed in. What tiles are marked in yellow? Bro. You have one job. Oh, that's so stupid, dude. That makes no sense. These stupid little mofos cannot stop my flying high Pegasus Knight in the sky. Whatever. When that man moves, he's gone and he's dead. The problem is we kind of need feed down here to help. This sucks. I hate this game. You can't just say you hate this chapter. You need to reconsider the way you've handled it. It is not fair. It's not fair. That's not true. What you're telling me is that in order to fix this map, people literally decide their pairings and pass down certain items specifically for this map. That implies that this map is inherently fucked.
This is
Does
so
it not?
bad. I hate everything about this.
Explain that. It sets you up like purposefully in a bad situation. And obviously that's part of the story. I get that, but like this is rough down here for these guys and there's not a lot I could do to help them. Which one is even Yeed that you're saying? Oh, I'm supposed to return... What? Oh, Seliph has to seize Yeed. Oh. That's what I'm getting confused about, because I have both Leaf and Seliph, and I'm assuming that they could both do things, and it's just not true. Sorry. Wasn't even marching Seliph upwards. First, you don't move towards a seizable castle. Now you make fun of disabilities. I didn't make fun of disabilities. I said you described me as Ethan Klein, a political commentator with Tourette's. How does that? I don't understand where that comparison is coming from. I didn't make fun of Tourette's. I'm saying, what do I have to do with how he is? We literally can't even do anything down here either. Okay. That is a long road. Calling Ethan Klein a political commentator is very generous. Lamau, I'd say lolcow or a drama YouTuber. I guess all of those things count. Yeah, that's fair. He realizes 3 hours in. Yup. Oh, now he's moving? Wait. That's not right. Why is he moving now? He literally sat there for like 50 turns. The second that I move Seliph up, he starts moving. Explain that. Cheating game. So stupid. I should just restart this. This sucked. What? All the streams in the past week have sucked. It's chapter 7. You have to know how this game's chapter design works by now.
I hate everything about this.
For some reason, I was under the impression that when you guys were yelling at me, it was something at the bottom that I wasn't doing because these guys are really behind down here and we weren't accomplishing much with them outside of fending off the bad people. I wasn't thinking about Seliph sitting up here.
We've got trouble.
Okay? Listen. I only just cleared Yeet out. Okay? It's not like Shannon cleared this castle out 18 turns ago. This only just happened. Yeah, and watch. You're gonna tell me that the ring in this village is some stupid ring anyway. It's not worth shooting bricks over, I bet. Whatever. It's the god ring. Yeah, okay. Lucky, some days you eat the bear and some days the bear eats you. I'm having a bad month, okay? What do you want from me? I'm trying. I should just ignore chat forever. I'd probably play better. What even is? What's in the village? Normally you rush Shannon and in towards Yeet Castle on turn 2, reaching and killing Kutuzov at or around turn 6. You bank. You bank on Shannon dodging because that's the only viable strategy. But even still, it's like, when you start here, I had to go over here. I felt more comfortable putting him over here first, getting the sword, and then going back and slaughtering all of them, which is even more delayed than what you're saying, too. Because having him be immediately surrounded by everything and not having Balmung doesn't seem right. And Patty is not safe to trade him the Balmung from where they start. At least I didn't see a way. Whatever, I hate this game. You don't get Fire Emblem 4. If memory serves, nothing important was in that village. They're telling me a ring is in there, but what is like a skill ring? Because I could probably live without that and not care very much. Go back to Sacred Stones. Sacred Stones is mean to Dota, stop being a dick, okay? Sacred Stones is mean to me too on Wednesday. Cross Angie? I don't know what that is. Shield ring number 2 is in the village. Oh. I mean, At least it's not speed. We just got the other one. He's gonna crack. I feel like it, because now I just feel like I sat here for hours doing nothing. Because this is all fuckled now. There's still a village here I didn't even get either. Ah, I'm frustrated. Let it go, let the villagers join Sigurd in the afterlife. I might as well. I don't want to keep playing this stupid fucking map. Let me guess, you have a conversation too? You don't. Lucky's starting to sound like Speedy now. Mad because bad. At least that's the first time anybody's ever said that. I'm on a bad roll, okay? Last Wednesday, today. Did Lucky get the Brave Sword from Patty? What does that mean? Does she have another convo with somebody? Wrong one. I don't know. Doesn't look like it. Oh, you're talking with Seliph. No, you don't. What are you talking about? I just confirmed that last turn. You talking about with Shannon? I can't trust anything you guys say to me. Patty has a conversation with Seliph after Yeet is seized. Okay. Thank you. Okay. I think I am cracking, honestly. This sucks so bad. I really hate everything about this. Hello, Nora V. What a time to join. Maybe you're just tired, take a break, Lucky? I know. No. I mean, maybe what I'll do... Wait. Because this sucks hard. It doesn't really matter. It's just a ring, and we could absolutely beat the game without it. Objectively, doesn't really matter. But what I might do, if it makes myself feel any better, is maybe I'll replay through this off stream, and we start up next time slightly further than this or something like that. Because, I was hoping we'd finish this stupid map today, but it's proven quite formidable. Who gets MVP tonight? Literally nobody. Everyone sucks. I hate them all today. I don't know. Shannon survived, I guess. From being nuked a lot. Or in the bottom, like... B and Nana were doing pretty good. I mean, they're frail, but... they helped take out a swarm. Jay Smith said, I think I saw Cross Ange. Is it Ange or Angie? What a weird name. Forever ago, what a crazy anime. I think this is a crazy anime right now. Village is done, bro. Ange. Ange, not Angie. I don't know. It looks too close to ANGIE. Nickname for Angela to me. You just, you know, just destroy everyone in that village. They don't deserve to be saved. Map sucks. I hate it. Nothing about this is pleasant or enjoyable. I'm glad some of you are having fun. Because I'm not. That's the thing about this game, too, that I guess maybe I'm starting to hate. I might not be in the best position right now to argue against it, but the idea that entire chunks of the map are just gated by some random stupid NPCs blocking it. Hypothetically, I guess if it's an army there, sure, that would make sense, but I don't know. I don't think that's like successful map design either or whatever. And now he's going to come out and attack us too. I'm going to murder that brigand. I keep going down right, like as if there's anything for them to do down there. What's funny is that when we started this map last time, it's like I knew that we had to meet up with them, so that was the original idea of like trying to get over here. And then somehow today it mutated into like waiting here for something to happen down here, because I assumed that the flag was something that happened down here that unlocked that, which was just completely not correct logic. Guess Nana's getting this stupid village. Just awful. What turn is this? Feels like a million. Wait, is there another village he's running to destroy? Destroy that chapel. I don't care anymore. No, there's literally nothing this man could do. Is he just gonna stand behind the yellow units? I want to see him try. I'm literally gonna waste more turns just to see what this guy does. Larse, Shannon, Dermot, Nana. Wife A, Dermot. Leaf, Selif. Like, it's time to wrap up, basically. In like 10 minutes. Where'd he go? I'm giving him another turn. Where is he going? Back to the Red Castle? Is that where he's running to? Whatever. We already got all the goodies out of this place. Why do we care? Who's officially the MVP? I'm going to give it to Shannon because at least he survived somewhat miraculously, I guess. Screw Yeed. Yeah, exactly. Brigands prioritize destroying villages. Yes. They only attack when every village is destroyed or saved. He's taking the long path towards the Leinster villages. Oh, really? The one I'm about to seize? That's crazy. But how could he if yellow units are blocking down there too? Okay, strength boost. Wait, should I not be doing some of these though? Well, this is her uncle, so I guess that one didn't matter. Right? Yeah, that's their uncle. Uncle Shanny. I think they actually can get married. What? Did I just push them towards that by having that conversation? What the fuck? Classic Fire Emblem 4, I guess so. Larsa and Shannon are cousins. Oh, Shannon's Ira's nephew. That's what okay. I mistook that, yeah. Absolute yikes. I thought it was Ira's brother, but yeah, okay. Wait, I really thought it was her brother. Because I thought the whole point was that he was the special one or whatever. That's weird. Snap into a Slim Jim Ash Ishtar. Also, yeah, I really hate Ishtar and Ishtar. That's just cringe to me. Give this dude a different name. Yeah, now he comes up. The level of murder that I will commit on this man. Dermot. It's all you. Destroy! Your stupid pink hair. Or it's a bandana, whatever it is. I don't care. Absolute goon. Wait, can you? I'm sorry. This map blows. This map fucking blows. I could have literally walked up this the whole time. I noticed before that Patty could walk up here, but I was like, what is the purpose of that? That's so stupid. Or did that just change? That didn't just change, right? Did that change? This kind of looks different. Is that different? I saw no avalanche occurring over there. I think it's time to wrap up the stream. This is not good. This is not good. I'm not in a good mood anymore. It changes after you seize Yeet. Well, that's nice. I'm glad they literally said nothing about that.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
Made me feel like a complete, more of an idiot than I already felt from before. That's very sweet. Thank you. God bless you, Lucky Critties, losing it. For some reason, seizing that castle causes a minor landslide.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
If Lex X Ira happens and the Axe Bros are her cousin and Shannon. What? I don't know what you're trying to say there. It's melting my noggin worse than it already was. This is probably one of the most well-designed maps in Fire Emblem ever. I hope you're lying. I hope you're joking. This map sucks. I'm going into the genealogy ROM and I'm deleting this map. I'm gonna change it to a nice open plain map like the one from Gaiden, with a single little river tile in the middle and a little bridge. Lucky get the brave sword from Patty. At this point I don't even care. I've given up. Maybe what I'll do is I'll make another file, I'll do this better, and then we'll start from the same spot, but I won't have absolutely fuckled this entire operation here. I'm sorry. I was trying to engage with chat. I thought we had some really fun discussions, but I guess I was clearly too distracted to really understand what was happening. I was just I was trying to make progress down here, and I didn't realize that Leaf doesn't matter, and nobody cares about Leaf. And yeah, he's just a sad orphan that can't seize castles. Still better than Shadow Dragon's Oops All Ballista chapter. The Lord said could possibly marry 3 of her cousins, I meant. Yeah, but what does Lex have to do with any of that? You guys are all pathetic. Seliph X Julia is the best couple, and you can't convince me otherwise. Go read the Usawa manga. Azura's dancing, giving Lucky indigestion tonight. Do I look like Garen to you? You want the defense ring that badly, says Jay Smith. It's not even that. Like, we don't. I mean, some of these people down here, and I'm not going to name any names, but some of these people down here suck really badly and could really use such a thing to make them into real people. But it's more the, what's the word? It's more about the idea of it. I don't know. It bothers me. It bothers me. Lex X Ira, the 2 Axe Bros, are his nephews. Oh, so you're including like Yohalvir X Larse as like cousin incest in that case? I see. Okay. Recruiting Astrum in Mystery and New Mystery was a bigger jerk. Really? Hey, leave Finn alone. It's about the principle. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you, Jay Smith. Principle. It's the principle of it. Thank you. That's what it is. And it's gonna bother me. I don't care that all these villagers are dead and smoldered into dust. That's fine. It's more so that I did the map wrong, and I have to live with the fact that I did the map wrong. So I may choose to not live with that fact. This is not an Iron Man or anything, obviously. Maybe I'll fix it. I don't want to start from the beginning again on stream, because I really thought we were going to be a lot farther in this at this point. We'll see what happens when I come back with this next Monday. But, yeah. Audrey says, just rest for now. Playing this in Thracia can justify Fire Emblem players becoming a villain due to the extremely clunky mechanics. This map is going as great as Gilbert's performance in the Tower of Maddening. Ah, you mean the early map with Miklon? Where he's just an idiot? Yeah. Hello, Oil Leak. Maps should never have most of the enemies being long-range units ever. To get Astrum, you can't attack and kill him. He's just trying to kill off your units in the middle of the game. That's right, yeah. I did forget about that. Is that the same map as the one that Harden is on too? I can't remember. Iron Man H5, so yeah, I wanted Sedgar and Wolf. This man also let Ira destroy a castle in Verdane. Nobody seemed to care. Nobody was concerned about it. Maybe I had less money after that because of that, but it didn't hold us back very much, okay? After losing Gatry and your favorite, you know what? I need to be like spiritually cleansed, okay? I'm on a bad roll. This entire like past couple weeks of streams have sucked, haven't they? Terrible, awful things keep happening. Yes, that is, and he also shows up in the desert map as well. Yeah. No, that's after. I don't know what you mean here. Oh, you're talking about the George thing. Yeah, okay. All right, we're gonna wrap this up. I'm really sorry. This is a very sad way to end this stream, but there's nothing more I could do. I'm frustrated, and I might fix it later, maybe. But I'm not gonna subject you to watching that, and I need to go to bed. So, people said this is gonna be the worst map in the game, and I didn't quite understand how, but I see it now. I see it now. And go back to Dark Deity 2. Honestly, that would be a breath of fresh air, quite frankly, compared to this. Every unit gets 1k for every castle that's under your control at the end of the map. If you lose castles, you get less money. That's fair, but then one castle doesn't mean very much. Really. Lucky, no joke, this is the best Gen 2 map. I don't believe you. I don't care what horrors await after this. This will always be the worst map to me. It's not going to change. Thank you guys, though. I'm sorry. We'll fix this next time, I guess. I don't know what you're saying. No thanks to... Oh, Dark Deity 2. Very funny, Chip. Very funny. Thank you, Nop. Thank you, Reen. Thank you, JC. Nor FE, DW, Connor, Valens, Mir, Linda, Mary Sue, Gabe Ruiz, RNG, someone. I appreciate the help despite me failing to act upon it. Thank you, Audrey, Mir, Oil Leak. Who else? Tristan was here. Jay Smith, thank you. Panda Bro Prime. Bright Sky. Elvia was here. Miserable failure, the best way to end a stream. This is becoming a trend, and I don't like this. This is becoming a trend. Never again. Never again. Ish Troll awaits. I don't know. Reptor wasn't that bad. How bad could Ishtar actually be? As long as I have my real people like Dermot or whatever, I think we'll be okay. This man, he's good. People in the bottom right corner, I don't want to talk about anymore. Raid troops and say goodnight and dip. Should we do that? Is he still streaming? He is. He's playing some weird stuff. All right. I guess we'll do that. If you want to join in for some extra crit points on Twitch, join in on this raid to Choops. Let's pop in there and tell him that Chapter 7 sucks and that Genealogy is a bad game. Let's see if we get a rise out of him. He's not going to agree, but let's see. You guys are going to tell him how poorly I played. That's embarrassing. Oh well. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.